are negative, Mr. Spock.
Before Nichelle Nichols broke barriers on board the USS Enterprise as Lieutenant Uhura, she was dancing and singing her way across the stages of New York City and Chicago, the city close to where she grew up, Robbins, Illinois. In 1967, she released a cover of the Joe McCoy classic, Why Don't You Do Right, on Epic Records.
Get out of here, Daddy. Get me some money, too.
But it was playing Star Trek's Lieutenant Uhura where she really found fame. It was a groundbreaking role for an African-American woman in 1966, widely considered one of the first times a woman of color was not portraying a servant on TV. Uhura was the chief communications officer and fourth in command on board the Enterprise.
I didn't find out that it was fourth in command till the second season. Nobody told me. But it was something you look forward to doing every morning.
Nichols actually thought about leaving after the first season. The show's creator, Gene Roddenberry, begged her to stay. But it was an influential fan that finally convinced her, Martin Luther King.
He said, you can't.
Oh.
Don't you know who you are? To our movement, to everyone you are there in the 23rd century. You've created a role that has such dignity and everything. It's powerful. You cannot leave. He told me many other things, like this is one of the only shows that Coretta and I allow our little children to stay up and watch.
That's terrific.
So I went back and on Monday morning told Gene, and he said, God bless Dr. Martin Luther King. Somebody sees what I'm trying to achieve.
Another landmark for the show during the turbulent 60s, the first scripted interracial kiss on national television in 1968.
We had heard rumors that the southern stations, some southern stations might cut it down.
It changed television forever, and it also changed the way people looked at one another. If two of their favorite actors can battle through it and come through it on top, why can't everybody?
The show ended in 1969, but endured for years in syndication and at conventions attended by devoted Trekkies.
This is just simply millions of people in every walk of life, of every age, who subscribe to the adage of peace in our galaxy. It's really as simple as that. At time, it gives hope, and we are who we are.
In 1994, Nichols published her autobiography, Beyond Uhura, Star Trek, and Other Memories. Nichols making headlines again in 1997, this after her brother Thomas was one of those who took his life in the Heaven's Gate mass suicides. He had been a member of the cult which believed a spaceship trailed the Hale-Bopp comet. The only way to reach it was through death.
He did not believe he was in danger. I do not believe he was in danger. I believe that he is now with my mother and father.
Nichols also starred in several Trek movies and even worked with NASA to increase diversity in the space program.
This was especially meaningful to me and my work with NASA over the years, supporting their efforts to increase diversity in the space program. I had the privilege of recruiting the first women and minority astronauts for the space shuttle program.
Nichols' enduring beauty, her strength of character, her commitment to human rights will always inspire.
I would hope that that young women would look to me and say, when I grow up, I would like to be like her. I would hope that what I do with my life would inspire that kind of respect.